Huh.
That was so weird.
That's new.
I have to consent to it. Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That
I
creeped me out for a
guarantee
bit.
you that the reason that's happening now is because someone didn't consent to it.
Yeah.
And then something got
Probably.
published.
That's absolutely.
That's what happened.
So it
I'm
can't
not gonna
sneak
lie,
any.
that really creeped me out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
It
actually
paused. Yeah, it paused everyone. All of us.
I'm really curious if you can hear that on the
I doubt you'd be able to
podcast.
hear it.
No, you don't. Because
I know
you
I heard it
record
in my headphone,
Mhm.
but
yeah, but you said for the podcast that you wouldn't because
yeah.
we didn't accept it till then.
Oh,
It doesn't record until you say yes.
and say hey.
Yeah.
But I wonder how long ago they added that in because that's definitely
Within the last week.
Oh
Within
my
the last
god!
Or actually, within the last couple of days because we podcasted
True,
on Thursday.
All right, now I'm curious. I want to know what has happened since the last couple of days.
But we're back with another Underachievers. A little slow start. But we're back. Obviously, you can find these anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Audible. Anywhere you get your podcast, just search Whitmer Quick Podcast, and you'll be sure to find us. For the moment being, very soon it's probably going to change to Underachievers, and then you'll be able to find us that way. Obviously, you can find us on YouTube, Underachievers Podcast, and Whitmer Quick Podcast, both on YouTube. Our Twitter and Instagram are about the same, W&Q Podcast. And as always, you can follow me, Whitmer Quick, Whitmer 96. Oof. It's been a long day.
It's Monday. We'll give you a pass.
Yeah. But we're back. Also, I do have a question to start this off. I have a question for Jeff. Because I was looking on the Twitterverse the other day.
Yeah.
The Twitterverse.
Did you, Jeffrey, watch a professional basketball game last night?
I did.
Did you watch the whole game?
No, I didn't watch the whole game, but I'm trying to shake his head. But no, so I didn't realize that the Sixers were on until later in the afternoon though. But I tuned in for most late into I think midway half, or at least midway, if not kind of later in the fourth quarter though. But I did watch the rest of the Sixers games. Very entertaining game.
So Jeff, for anyone who does not know this, doesn't watch basketball outside of maybe March Madness at all.
Not too often. I'll watch it from time to time. This year?
In general.
No, just in general.
In excluding this year, yeah, I usually watch a good amount of March Madness.
Okay.
That's all
no, this year. Oh my god, no, this year not even close. I don't think I watched a single game of March Madness this year.
Because when you were,
I don't know if you're one of those people who did Nah, you're good.
No, you first.
I wasn't sure if Jeff was one of those people that was what I did basically was I'd be in class and have my laptop set up, and then I'd have my screen split into 4. So I'd be watching 4 games at the same time.
So you see,
and then
that's me.
And then I have one on my phone. Then I'd have one on my phone as well.
But with hockey. Literally, I'd have one on my TV. I'd have
He said
Wait,
nobody cares about hockey.
I didn't hear your question.
He said there was no question. It was a statement.
Oh, no.
It was a statement.
Sorry, what was your statement? I didn't hear it.
No one cares about hockey.
Screw you, man.
Compared to March Madness, no one cares.
It's true.
Shut up, Lumiere. I don't like this.
I'm not wrong.
Anyway, no,
we could pull up the broadcast numbers here and be like, yo, who had more
fine.
views?
I know.
That's majority of the time too.
Fine. Yeah. But anyway, no. But so what you're talking about, how you would pull up the 4 screens and everything you want on your phone. Literally, that's me during the playoffs here. I'll have the game streaming on the TV through my PlayStation through an NBC Sports app. I'll have the game on my phone, and I'll have 2 different games, depending on obviously how many games go on at a time. At most, there's been I think 4 at a time recently. So I'll have split screen 2 different games, and then one TV, 1 phone. So I enjoy my hockey.
I know that's why I
But
find it very
anyway, the basketball
surprising. That's why
I do. So I have been for the last couple years getting more into basketball. Like
so you watch
like
you watch one game instead of none.
yeah. But no, like during the Sixers run to the semis where they lost in Game 7 to Toronto that year. I actually watched a good amount of games with my dad that year, and I took him to a January game between Toronto and Philly for his Christmas present, and that was a really good game. The Sixers made a huge comeback, but they ended up falling short.
How long ago was this?
This is the year the Raptors won the championship.
So
3 years ago.
Okay, I was gonna say it wasn't in. Okay, I was gonna say it wasn't in the last year.
No, it was not.
No, I was supposed to go to 3 Sixers games this year and the Zach Brown band concert until COVID hit. We had it all set up. My friends and I, we had stuff set up to go, and then COVID hit.
That sucks.
Got canceled. We're like,
that sucks. Did you at least get a refund though?
Sad.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we got refunded, but
right.
I still like.
Still, it sucks though. Yeah.
I want it. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm glad you watched the game.
Yes, I was very surprised to see Jeff tweet about basketball.
I'm trying to watch more basketball in general.
Also surprising because hockey was on at the same time.
Yes.
And it was the Panthers Predators and Hurricanes that were playing.
And the Hurricanes, yeah, that was a good one. Excuse me.
Do you know what the score was? Is my question.
Of what?
The Sixers game.
The Sixers game. I know they won by about 8. There was like 125 to 117, something like that.
I'm glad. I'm proud of you. It was 118, but I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough, but no, I knew they're up by a good amount, and I know Washington started getting closer.
Well, they were, and they lost they were up by like 8 or 10, and then they lost their lead, and they tied, and they had them bouncing back between leads until Curry came back, and Curry missed like 4 or 5 threes in a row.
There was 1 3 that was a monster 3 apparently.
So essentially, if you want to go back to it, it's like if you're playing Brian in 2K. At the beginning of the games, he's not shooting too well, but as the second half comes along, he just shoots.
They just start raining,
and with Curry,
raining threes.
That's what happened this weekend when I was
you
playing
may find a guy that gets mid 30s like Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
By the way, I will say from the amount that I at least heard, and also the bits and pieces I saw about Tobias Harris, he looks like the Tobias Harris that the Sixers signed him to that max contract for.
Yeah. This past.
He was a whole reason
been
why
getting
they
better
pretty much
for the
were
games.
so close in that first half.
Yeah. But that's what it kind of was. I played my buddy in 2K and 21 2K 3 times, beat him 3 times by over 20 points.
Wait, you have a 21?
My buddy does. So I went down.
Oh, gotcha.
And I beat him 3 games, 20 plus points each game.
Wow.
And then I played him in Madden. He doesn't normally play Madden. He knows a little bit of the controls. And I was like, we did the 3 randoms, and
oh God,
one of my player teams was Baltimore. This is 20 though. This isn't 21. And anyway, and I was like, I'm not gonna beat them. He's like, be whoever you want. I'm like, I'm not gonna beat them. He's like, no, beat them. I'm like, all right. And
let me guess,
with 1 minute left. With 1 minute left in the first half, the first quarter. 1 minute left in the first quarter. I was up 34-0.
He was. I got the snap. I saw the picture.
Yeah. What Merkin test?
It was,
34-0 in the first quarter.
That happened.
I lied. Let me rephrase. You won by 70.
We didn't finish the game. Because there's no point. Because he had every offensive snap he had, he threw a pick or he fumbled.
See, it's just also this is my issue with obviously it wasn't you, but like still, you willingly let this man choose Baltimore. That was 20, and then think about what he can do in 21 when Lamar and the Ravens in general are rated better, and yet you willingly let him be Baltimore.
I have, yes. I'm getting closer
Why?
to. I'm getting closer to allowing him to do it again.
I'm okay with that. And it's gonna happen
No
twice.
shit.
Like
Of course
now.
you're okay with that. What do you mean? Why would you even debate that?
I can be the
lately-
Buccaneers, and if in case you wanted to know who the best defense is in the game, it's the Buccaneers.
It's the
Apparently,
Buccaneers, 100% down. Nobody can attest to them. Whitmer beat me the other day by
Wasn't
like
that
10,
one game
13
where
points.
Whitmer? I think you were the Buccaneers and you just shut him down completely.
yeah, that was that one.
Yeah, I only put 6 points up.
Wow.
And Whitmer can attest. I tried to do everything I could. I tried every play in the thing. I just couldn't get anything going. It was awful. Like
Yikes.
I was like, I can't. I couldn't get a pass off. I was a good. I was even. I would say they're a great team, but they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Were you Arizona in that
was
one,
it?
or was it different?
No, I was Titans.
Oh yeah, it was
I had
Titans.
Gesicki. No,
Yeah,
not Gesicki.
yeah.
No, I was Dolphins because I had Gesicki.
It was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But either way, I don't know.
No, it
But
was.
either way,
It was Tennessee because you didn't trust it enough to try to use Henry.
yeah, because I couldn't run enough on you.
Yeah.
So like it was a good game. He played a great game. I was like, all right.
Yeah, and I beat him the other
If
time
he was
too.
if he was
Yeah.
Tampa,
I had
It was
one,
Tampa.
and our games more recently, I had like one outlier where I had to quit because I was just so off. But outside of that, we've had very close games.
yeah,
To an
we
extent.
have. Besides, there were 2 games in the past that weren't close. One where you blew a 20-point lead. That was a that was an implosion.
It was an
upon
implosion. Yeah, it was.
on your own. You were up 27-7 at halftime.
It was.
It was about. I think there was maybe 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. He fumbled. I got a touchdown off of it. Kicked a squib kick. Scored off that. So I was back at 21 points. He had 27.
Yeah.
He scored one more time, and I scored 2 more times, and I brought myself back.
Wow, that's.
So
I had a chance.
In a quarter and a half, I put up 33 points in a quarter and a half.
And then
Come back.
he lucked out because me with my kicking, it's not the best. I had one last chance to win it with Tucker. Do they have the Ravens in that one?
No, you didn't have the Ravens. You had
I forget who I had, but I tried to kick it and I missed wide, obviously. And then Brian won it overtime.
Yeah.
Because he drove it down.
Yeah, I iced you. I iced you. And then there was that one, and then our close game where I kicked it. I made a field goal to win the game.
Yeah.
Because you fumbled again.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, our games have been really close. They've been fun.
Yeah, our last game was like Battle of
really
New York's. I was the Jets.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was one of those things where it was 4th and final, and it came up to be the Jets.
Who are your
I
other
did my
3
fourth and
picks? I'm
final.
curious.
I think it was like the Cowboys, Giants, and some other schlub. I think maybe the Jaguars.
Clearly. If you decided to do
Yeah.
4th and final, clearly.
Yeah, I did the same thing against one where I got pulled the Giants, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to lose. The Giants don't have anybody. So I was like,
No.
I'm screwed. But
All they had
lately,
was
the games have been
Saquon.
getting better.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Lately, the games have been getting a lot better. Like, because
Mhm.
beforehand, it was becoming like, it was like 49-0, 49-10,
Yeah, something
61-0.
like that. Yeah.
So, like, whenever my friends do play me, like my friends
Yeah.
from like other areas, they're like, "Are you good?" I'm like, I average 49 points a game, and they're like,
It's
okay.
not fair.
So we had to put up 50 points to win. I'm like, I average 49. I could put up 70.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, if you want me to call my friend Whitmer, he can attest this. I put up 70 on it before.
He has.
Even if they did put up 50, hypothetically, they still wouldn't probably win.
I'm not saying I'm great. Like I'm not.
Well, yeah, no,
amazing.
honestly, yeah.
I definitely play more than my friends do.
I
but,
think
like,
you're above average.
yeah, but
That's fair.
with my friends because they don't play as much. But my one friend does play. He doesn't want to play me though.
No?
See, that's when one of your friends who does play this game often says they don't want to play you. That's when you know there's an issue.
No, the thing was, I was like, you should play me. He's like, all right, I don't want to. So then he goes and plays someone who doesn't play it and smokes them. And I'm like, he's like, I won 79-0. I'm like, yeah, because the kid doesn't play.
Yeah.
It was the same thing when I beat my friend 34-0 in the first quarter. He doesn't play.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't expect you to do well.
Right.
I don't expect it to be close. I don't expect myself to put up 34 points in the first quarter, but I don't expect you to do well. So when my friends play someone who doesn't play, I'm like, dude, you should just play me. Like,
yeah,
this would be more fun and more fair for both of us.
Yeah. What was the score?
He didn't play me.
No.
Oh, it's okay. So he hasn't played you once.
No, because he doesn't want to. You gotta play someone who doesn't play that much. And
okay,
smoke them,
so
and then play me.
Then I need to rephrase my statement because I thought you were saying like. No, because I was saying I thought he played you at least one time, and then ever since then he's like, no, I don't want to play.
No, he doesn't play me. He's never played me.
Brian's friend, you need to play him at least one time. Feel our pain with us. It's okay. We have a club.
Our pain.
Oh, everyone knows your pain because every time I play Whitmer, and if I guess I take a Snapchat of the score, even when I lose. Even when I lose, I send the.
All right, at least you do it when you lose too. It's like,
but
oh look,
like,
he is human.
Like, oh wait, you can lose?
Yeah, he can
oh,
lose.
Wait, you don't put up more than
vulnerable.
30 points a game? Like, yeah.
Oh my god, he didn't put up 40 points this game at least.
One, it depends on what team he is, and two, it's if you can actually potentially shut down his play. If you can shut down his play,
like
you have potentially
Tim Bay.
Yes.
Yeah, Tampa. It's like Tampa, and it's like
you won with TJ Watt on your own when I was the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's true.
You had 5 sacks.
Yeah, the Steelers had a really good defense.
Dude, TJ Watt is pretty dirty. Not gonna lie.
But our 2K games are always close.
Yeah,
for the most part. I just
haven't been shooting.
Are you guys gonna make me get 2K for Xbox and Xbox Live just so I can play you on 2K?
Yes, that and Madden.
Jeff, here's the whole thing. You're missing out on a lot because some nights I do play with Whitmer.
I can
tell. I
get
really drunk. I just get really drunk some nights. And accidental too. And so
I'm not gonna lie, I can tell. You know what I might do? Because I'm actually going. It's only for a day.
Xbox and coming back.
That's exactly what I'm doing. But no, so on Saturday, because Danny and I were actually going to go back towards our area, but we're just going to go for the day because we're seeing Tommy's family actually because it's been months. Plus, we're both fully vaccinated, which is good. So we're both able to. We're just going to spend a majority of the day with them because they're going to have a bunch of their family members who we haven't seen in several months, if not.
Your second family, yes.
Yeah, my second family. Yeah, thank you. But in the meantime, though, we are going to stop by my parents, though, say hi and everything. But while we're there, I might as well scoop up the unused Xbox right now.
You should.
So it is sometimes randomized.
Get Madden.
Here's the thing. Okay,
get Madden, Jeffrey. If we do 2 against 1, we can take them.
I'm not getting
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What if I got it for you?
No,
but I'm not going to play.
That's not happening. That's not happening. I like my money.
Well, no, he's saying what we're saying.
He said not we.
Not we.
I was like, hold on. Don't wrap me into this one.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
But so do you know the thing?
But Jeff, there is a difference where sometimes when I will hop on at 8 p.m. I'm like, dude, what's up? I'm like, I'm 4 in right now.
Well,
he's like, it's a Tuesday. I'm like, yeah, let's go. He's like, okay. And by the end of it, I'll be 5 more in.
Yeah. That's how you accidentally drink 9 seltzers in one night.
That's how you accidentally get hammered. And he sent me a Snapchat. I replayed it 2 times. I'm hungover and I hate it. I lost
it. That was so bad. I put down 9 seltzers, stood up twice in the 2-hour period, but put down 9 seltzers 2.5 hours. And I was playing. I realized I didn't realize how drunk I was until I was playing Halo with my couple of other friends at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
and the multiplayer game ended, and I went negative like 20. And I was like, oh, I should go to bed.
Also, so
I'm going to put myself to bed. That's when I kind of realized I was drunk. But it's gonna happen again this week.
What do you mean? That's when you realized that?
That's when I realized. I was like, I didn't realize until I saw my score. I was like, yeah, I'm drunk. And then I stood up and like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm really.
That's usually how it goes, because that's always those stories or not stories, but times where I've been like drunk or whatever. It's like I'm fine for a long time. Whether it's set back in college days, where I was going out with friends, something like that. I was just sitting at the bar one after another. I feel fine, but then it's that moment when you stand up, and it just hits you. It's like, oh, there it is.
Like,
it's like, wow, these strengths aren't strong at all. I can barely feel it right now. Oh, there it is.
So that's what we could do. We could, we could all play, and it'd be fun.
It would be. Jeff doesn't trust me.
No, I do trust you. Just not when it comes to wanting to get Madden.
I've scarred Jeff too many times from NCAA.
But that's a different game.
Is it though?
Technically, yes.
I don't think, did Jeff play me in Madden?
Technically different game. You get the same result, fellas. You get the same result. You get.
No, he played Matt, and then he let you beat him for a couple plays when he played Matt.
Yeah,
because he played Matt twice. He played Matt twice.
I wasn't paying attention. They slipped the controller, Brian.
And then Matt and I played for a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wasn't happy about that.
And you destroyed me.
No, so right now, because I am looking up out of curiosity.
The prices for Madden and
just for 2K, I can get it by Wednesday for Xbox One.
There you go.
It's only $18.
There you go.
But then I would have to make sure that I just can't forget the Xbox.
I would personally probably wait till 22 comes out.
Well, here's the thing on why I like NBA 2K20 so much. It's very forgiving with the shooting.
I thought
you were talking about Madden.
Oh, hell no. Are you kidding me?
I'm buying 22 Madden.
The only reason I would buy 22 is so I can play as Devontae Smith with Philly.
All right, I'd let you be Philly.
I don't want to be Philly.
Well,
no, I'm saying for my own personal reasons, offline, not playing you.
You beat Baltimore, he beats Arizona. Perfect.
I would still lose.
Possibly, but he doesn't have his play.
Not even possibly. I would still lose.
I'd be Jacksonville.
I would still lose.
He'll be the Jets.
But
I would probably still lose.
See, we're getting closer. He hesitated for a second.
But I would get Zach Wilson, who was like the second round pick or whatever.
Yes, he was.
I thought he was the second overall pick.
Same thing. I know what you're saying.
Second overall. Yeah, he knew.
There's a bit of a difference between second overall, second rounder.
Maybe for some.
But no, I'm talking about 2K for 2K20. Yeah, because again, the only reason why I like that game compared to like 2K21, for example, is the shooting is more forgiving.
At times.
Hey, Whitmer. After this,
you were supposed to get on at 4, sir.
Oh, you never texted me.
I was waiting for you to text as it was your idea.
Because you usually do. You usually do text him. But by the way, Whitmer said, or Ryan said 10:48 this morning. Also, Whitmer, 4 p.m. He responded 8 minutes later, 4 p.m. And here we are, 6:26. No game of 2K has been played.
It will be.
Yeah, it will be. We'll play one game after this. Then I got to eat. Then I got to go run dance for a couple of hours.
All right.
That sounds like fun.
Out there. Good time, guys.
What I might do just to try to get better at 2K. I might play here, but the problem is it doesn't help as much because this is on PS4. So
that's what I think really helped Jeff is that I couldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, not only that, but you were kind of pretty drunk by that time. So
Mm-hmm.
But still, I still got smoked.
Yeah. Well, I was the freaking Lakers, and you didn't have KD or Kyrie, which is also why you got your ass kicked.
I just got my ass kicked yesterday by the Lakers too.
Yeah, no, you
I played
texted me
online.
group
It was
chat.
awful.
Yeah, you're telling us about that.
I quit
You're
the game.
like,
I quit the game.
You're just like, I'm getting ready to get smoked by some kid who's playing as the Lakers.
I told you to be
And
Golden
he
State.
smoked me. He beat me by 30. I couldn't.
Yikes.
Then he give me the options.
Who are you even?
I was Mavericks. I was the Mavs.
Okay.
I mean,
And I missed about 10 threes by Luka. So I missed like 30 extra possible points and
whoops.
Damn.
beat down like a little. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to go. I don't know what I was going to
I don't know. You don't know where you're going there?
No, I was kind of just like talking and then we're going to see where it went. But yeah.
But you know what I saw today, which I'm curious of what you guys think on this, since I guess OTAs are starting up with the NFL. And apparently it's big news because Aaron Rodgers didn't show up. Obviously, he has his own thing because of if he's going to want to leave or whatever with Green Bay. But I could care less if he's at it's optional. The O stands for optional. That's optional training camp. So
but hold on,
he also doesn't need to. He's also Aaron Rodgers. Guys like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and those type of guys, to me, I feel like it doesn't matter as much rather than some of the younger guys. That's just my thing.
Well, of course, for some younger guys, you're still trying to make a name for yourself.
Yeah, but when you're Aaron Rodgers, I don't think it matters if you miss an OTA.
And
if it's that big of a deal, then make it mandatory.
But there's a but here.
Is there a but?
There's a huge but.
Oh.
It may be so the word optional isn't really optional.
It's optional.
Don't be surprised if people take the option.
That's like when coaches for us when I was playing, like, if you want to stay afterwards, you can to get some extra work in, which meant stay. It didn't mean if you want to. It didn't mean like go ahead, leave. Like he wasn't getting mad at you or anything if you left because it was after practice. But it showed more of a will to play, a will to learn better, to will to get better. And in my opinion, yes, Rodgers is going down as a Hall of Famer. He is one of the best QBs that ever played the game. Yeah, one of the best. So he definitely there's only a ceiling. There's only so much you can learn. But my opinion is, if you are the best, then you can still learn.
True.
That's my opinion. Like if you aren't the best player in your position,
at your position or in general
at your
in
position,
the league.
when the league, like you know, you can argue Aaron Donald is one of the best defensive players in the league in the front section, not the back half. From the line situation, he is the best. So he can just get stronger. You can always learn though. So when something's optional, it's like it's not optional.
Right.
It's like when we used to run and when Jeff used to play tennis, there were 2 days before season. I'm not sure if Jeff had 2 days because you would have because it was in the fall, right? Tennis was in the fall.
I'm sorry. Our season was always in the spring.
Okay, but all right. So for us though, for running, we had 2 days. And with that, it was more like you don't like the 2 days you had to go, but summer sessions, it was like you don't have to go at 7 a.m. But yeah, should go.
I never went, so
I never went for like 2 or 3 years, and then once there, like I was seen as like as I was an upperclassman, so like me being there meant something. I was like, no, I gotta go now. And like unless you run on your own, I'm like, I'm not gonna run on my own.
Yeah, right. You can say you are, but we all know the truth. You're not.
But going back,
but I'm also lazy, so if there's that optional option, I'm more than likely going to take it. So,
yeah. But going back to your thing, I think nothing should have been a big deal about it because, I mean, if he would have gone, he would have gone. If he didn't, he didn't. But you know, especially if you're younger, of course you have to go. But
yeah,
if you look at Tom Brady doing all the work he's doing, like he's doing it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
don't get us wrong. I don't love Tom Brady, but like, you can't argue.
You got to respect him. You got to respect his work ethic. The stats are there. The rings are there. Enough said.
Exactly.
But no, the reason why it's such a big deal is because Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
it's Aaron Rodgers, but two, like his future with Green Bay is so up in the air. It's 90% probably leaning. Can't talk today. Towards him probably leaving, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I don't know, but that's the kind of reading I'm getting about this whole situation. Is he's more and more likely to leave Green Bay. But with that being said, though, I'll put it this way: like if this whole controversy around him wasn't happening, if it's just like a regular player who's like, oh, this could be my last year in the NFL, or just last year with this team specifically. I'm this established, quarterback, or established wide receiver, established tackle, whoever I am, and then basically if you put that player into Rodgers' shoes, they're going to have that exact same situation. If Rodgers wasn't dealing with all this, it would just be like, okay, he didn't really show up, and like he might be hurt, I don't know, or he might just be taking some time to really prepare for the season on his own time kind of thing. But the fact is, because of this huge story by the media is getting probably blown out of proportion, that's why it's such a bigger deal right now.
Mm-hmm.
I fully agree.
Oh, it definitely is.
Agree.
But I think next offseason he's gone. It's not this. I think he's going to be in Green Bay for one more year.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, his other options, because apparently there's a couple teams that he wants to go out to. Green Bay is still his best option to actually make it far in the playoffs.
Yeah. Not so long ago. What was it like? It might have been like last year. Didn't they make it the NFC Championship game?
Mm-hmm.
They did. They lost on a play because they took the ball out of his hand and wanted to go for a kick instead, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
when they were like right there, because they were.
I think one more year.
Yeah.
How old is he? 39?
Mid-30s?
Gotta be 39 or so.
That was 39. I could be wrong. But regardless,
he is 37.
Oh wow.
Okay, so he still has a couple of years left.
Yeah. No, I think he's solid 3 more years, at least in the NFL. I don't know if it's one thing for me. Probably for I'm guessing whenever Tom Brady retires, I feel like it could be something like, oh, Rodgers wants to keep playing until he plays one more year more than Brady, or like age wise, We're like, oh, Brady played until he was like 42. He might want to play until he's 43, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just making something top of my head.
Brady's already 43, so.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Get out.
And he said he wants to pull like a Jamie Moyer and try to play when he's 50.
There you go.
Which, I mean, if that's going to happen, I don't think at that point he's going to be where he is right now. But, I mean, good for him if he can try it, but.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
He's defied all odds already. Like,
he has.
Just keep going at it, I guess. Like, good for you.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
I am interested in that Buccaneers-Patriots game, though. How that goes.
I think the Patriots are going to get smoked.
Probably.
Because Tampa's defense is back. Every single player.
Everyone on their starters is back.
is back. And as long as they didn't derail in the offseason,
which I don't think they did.
They're pick back right up where they were. And and who does the Patriots have? They have Sony Michel. They have Cam Newton.
They have Mac Jones now.
But all right, then who's going to start that?
Probably Mac Jones. I don't know.
No, Cam Newton's a starting quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Mac Jones isn't taking that spot.
Not yet.
No. Not yet.
Can't play like shit last year, though, so who knows?
He did. I think
to be fair, at one point, though, he also did get COVID, I think, to be fair.
Yeah. And then their defense, they also had a bunch of guys that opted out last season that are coming back this upcoming season.
Right, I forgot.
A lot of them on the defensive end too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't think it's gonna be that close.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it's
I wouldn't be surprised. I know, Jeff, I think you had something too that you wanted to talk about.
Only briefly, kind of still sticking with the full football thing. And so earlier, Shannon Sharp in his show with Skip Bayless, I think it was, Shannon Sharp had called Julio Jones on his cell phone live during the segment. I didn't see the clip from the beginning to end. I kind of heard about it. I've seen bits and pieces. I don't know the full context. He had to have known, but long story short, he was asking Shannon Sharp. I was asking Julio Jones. For those who aren't aware of it, like live on the show, saying, "Hey, what's the deal with Atlanta? Basically, what's going on?" And he goes, and Julio replied, "Oh, I'm out of here." So Julio Jones will be heading out of Atlanta. It's a matter of when. But what kept kind of bugging me was he had to have known he was on live TV, right? Like, there's no way that Shannon Sharp would just go about being that kind of person. Say, hey, I'm just gonna be this, kind of like a, this very rude person, just go live on TV just to make my TV show look better, to get more ratings, and oh, look what he said live on TV. Now, I'm sure he might have texted him before him, say, hey, do you mind if you go on?
Or like an intern on the show, or someone just got in contact before him saying, hey, Shannon Sharp's about to get in contact with you to be on the show.
Right. So there had to have been some heads up, right?
Oh yeah.
Also
they play.
Also, it's not just that. It's also if you look at the time when he's calling, okay, he's probably on air.
Yeah. Plus, perennial players like that probably keep in touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
When they can and stuff like that. So it's kind of
the whole context. I don't know the whole context of it all, but from the little bits and pieces that I actually did see, I don't know. It's just part of it kind of bugged me. He's got to be able to there has to be some way, I don't know. It's just it kind of, it just when I first saw it, it kind of bugged me earlier. It was he had to have known.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it also wasn't a secret that Julio wasn't going.
No, for sure. It wasn't a secret, but still,
whether he would want to or not, they're probably going to trade him off anyways, just to try to get pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure. But I guess just how it was done.
No. However it's done is kind of done.
It's
just watching enough in football, you're kind of who's the diva,
mm-hmm.
Who wants that kind of. They're yeah, I'm done. Fuck it, basically, I'm out. How OBJ was kind of,
Dude, he was the biggest diva there ever could be in the NFL.
I mean, also the wide receivers kind of gotta be that.
Antonio Brown, yeah.
Oh my god, Antonio Brown's still a whole nother level. I'm talking CTE level. That dude, he's off his freaking rocker.
I mean, that's what a wide receiver is. Though they're supposed to bring that kind of flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Same as a DB. That's not their.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
Their, It's their forte. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's also just not just that. It's also I think in a little bit of a way, a strategic thing too. Because if you see, especially if a DB wide receiver kind of thing, if they're jawing at each other the whole time and they get under their skin, then you realize, oh, he takes a dumb penalty, you get 15 more yards, or getting closer to scoring, or he's getting so pissed that you juke him on one move and then you're gone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I think that's why they kind of put that kind of mentality or that thing on them.
Exactly. Took it right out of my mouth. Whitmer.
You're welcome.
Also, are you on this side, Whitmer?
Yes, I am.
Hey, I was right.
Whitmer, no, Whitmer's on this side.
Yeah, Whitmer's on that side. You're below me.
Brian, you're below.
Mm-hmm.
You're below me. I don't know. Yeah, I think, I thought I don't know, it's Monday. I'm tired. I think,
yeah. Dude, I had a long day at work today. It was It wasn't fun.
You guys make work sound like it's fun.
Wimmer, you should try it.
Every day. I have so much fun every day.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do this
The only
forever.
good news is though, since I stayed on a half hour late, I get to either log on a half hour late either any day this week or log off a half hour early any day this week. The good news though is I am off this Friday and next Monday, so I have an upcoming 4-day weekend. You both look extremely confused.
I'll talk to you after we close this whole session out. I'm just really confused about that. What you just said. I think with that though, I think we're out.
Yeah, that's all we got for today.
All right, that sounds good, fellas.
Until actually, we're going to be off next week, but until next time, we'll see you.